Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this 4M CAD training course, and the topic for today will be how to work with blocks. So blocks, attributes and the external references are different groups of entities that provide mechanisms for managing entities in your drawing, and they are used for including additional information with what we can call the standard drawing entities. Today we are going to see about blocks in particular, and in the following lessons we are going to see about the external references and attributes. In particular, blocks can be done using several entities which can be inserted and manipulated several times in your drawings. To start to explain you how to create this block entity, it's important to explain you that we can create a block in two different ways. The first one, it is to save a block that can be used several times within your current drawing. And the second one, saving a block as a separate drawing file. And this second one, in fact, it is we can use a command that saves it as a separate file, but in fact any DWG, any file of the 4M CAD can be used as a block. So you can insert another drawing into your current one and it is a block. Okay? So let us create a couple of very simple entities just to show you that we have this possibility. So I have two lines crossing and one circle, very easy stuff. So now I want to create a block. So dimension, draw, and then I have block. So I have two functions, save block to disk and the function make. The save block to disk is the function that allows you to create an independent file, so it is a very standard save file. So the one I can use inside my drawing, the make, I get this dialog box, so I can give it a name. So for example, I can pick a point as a reference of my block. So whatever I want, I can use this point here, for example, or I can give the coordinates in these boxes. I can select my entities, so just opening a window and choosing them. And now I can make this choice to regarding the entities I have in my drawing that I'm working with. I can retain them after creating the block. I can convert them also to a block and they are considered as a single entity, or I simply can delete them out of my drawing. So I will leave them as retain. I will say allow exploding the scale uniformly. Okay, I will choose this when I insert them, and I can use a description, whatever I want, and to create just say okay. Okay, I have already one with the same name, so just redefine it. Now that I've created a block, I can do insert and block. Okay, so two ways to work with. So insert, I can insert from a file. If I say insert from a file, it's a simple function that I was mentioning, where you can choose any DWG drawing file, and this file can be used as a block inside your current one. If you want to choose a block to work only within this one, so you have a list. Okay, I have just one block created, the other ones are standard stuff from the software, so CADsoft. And now I can, for these three items, the insertion point, the scale and the rotation, I can specify them on screen or here. So the insertion point, I want to graphically pick the point. The scale, I already know that I want a uniform scale, so I can leave this or just say uniform scale, it is the same. And about the rotation, I want to specify it also in my screen. And explode, I can explode it when I insert it or just leave it. I will leave it, insert. So you see the block came grabbed by the point I've inserted as the insertion point. Just click on point, say the rotation graphically, or just say in your command line 0 by default, so enter, it will use 0, and it is inserted. The characteristic you have in your block, it is one single entity that you can manipulate as one regular entity that you have, and you can copy, you can move it from one place to another. It is very simple. So it is inserted, it is a block, and if you remember on the dialog box there was a function called explode that I did not check, so it is one single entity, but I can explode it later, which I'm going to do now. So modify, explode, and now if you explode it, confirm, you see it will be again decomposed as single entities, similar to the original ones. Okay, so now I don't have a block, I just have two lines crossing each other and a circle. So this is the way to work with blocks. I think it's very easy. Both of the options, as an independent file or as something that you can use within your current drawing, both of them have very specific uses, and they are very important to work to create your own libraries of symbology or parts or whatever. So practice a little with these commands, and I think it will give you an extra boost of power in your drawings. So any questions or any problems, contact us through the usual channels.